Okay, I've decided to do a video. I know nobody really cares, which is fine. Um, it's more so for me to do. I'm going to be doing like a recap of my 2012 all the way up to now. I'm also going to put a link to down below to a GoFundMe that I'm running in order to gain the funds to go back to college. So, anyways, the beginning of 2012 started out okay. Um, I was I was working. I had a Dunkin' Donuts down in Florida. I was going to college to and I was dating somebody that I still have feelings for, and I know I shouldn't, but I still do, because we were together for so long. I doubt this person's going to see this video. Anyways, so I'm not even gonna say any names either. Um, but so we were dating. It was a long distance relationship. We talked a lot on the phone. Which um we would text like all day. Um, we would talk a lot on Skype. And and we or we would talk a lot on Guy Online. I don't know. But anyways, so in the summer of 2012, this person came down for a well-known convention down in Florida called MetroCon, and we got a. Well, I paid for the hotel room. This person's mother paid for the ticket down to Florida because I had no idea how to do that at the time. So this person's mother paid for the ticket for them to fly down, and I paid I paid for MetroCon. I I paid for a lot of the stuff when this person was down here, which is fine because I thought we were gonna be together um, for our lives, and I was planning on proposing to this person like later on in the year. Um, anyways, so they came down for MetroCon, and we this is around the time too that I got into Homestuck because this person and I did like a compromise between like if I did one cosplay they wanted to do, they would do one that I wanted them to do. So this person is really into Homestuck. Like it was really big back then, so I had to read up on Homestuck because they wanted me to do the character Dave Strider, which, if you know me, I cosplay Dave Strider a lot now because of that. But anyways, I'm gross looking, and it's like 5:22 in the morning, and I'm doing a video. That's why it's dark. This is all from my laptop. Um, anyways, because I'm rambling. Um, I So they came down from MetroCon. We didn't end up doing one of the cosplays that I wanted them to do, which is fine. I still did Dave Strider for them. Paid for the hotel room, which we stayed at the embassy, which was connected to the convention center in Tampa. Uh, yeah, that hotel room cost me a lot of money and ended up bouncing my checking account. Um, because somebody got a hold of my information and withdrew like $40 or something like that out of my account. It's like $140, but I had like gone through before. I took out some money for the con, and then I find out when I get back from the con that I owe the bank like $160 or something like that. Um, but anyway, so we went to MetroCon. We had uh, we had our hotel room. Um, at the time, I didn't have my license because I was working on getting my license. Uh, um, but they had a friend from their middle school years. They invited this friend to come stay with us in the hotel room. Okay, which it was cool. It was fine. And then I had one of my friends from high school come stay with too because she didn't have a hotel room, and I'm like, I have a room. You could just come chill with me. Just whatever's. Um, so uh, and we had like a lot of my friends come visit because this person wanted to meet a lot of my friends. Um, which is fine because I talked about this person a lot. Like, I did. And anyway, so MetroCon happened. We went to MetroCon. There was no incidents really. Well, one night, this person and her and their friend went to the rave that MetroCon has. I ended up staying in the hotel room because I didn't feel good, and the the fog machine sometimes messes with me, and I don't like being in close spaces, which is weird because I'm an anime kid and I go to a lot of conventions. Well, I did go to a lot of conventions, but I don't like being in close spaces where people could touch me a lot because it sends me into a panic attack because um and all the loud noises too combined. So I ended up going a lot of the time to a quiet area where I could collect myself. Um, which, like I said, is weird because I would go to a lot of conventions or school. Oh, what's this? Sorry, text message. Um, and no, this is not the person that I was dating. We don't really talk anymore. But anyways, so we went to MetroCon, had a good time until my account stuff happened with my checking account. We had a good time. We did a few pictures of um, Dave and Gamzee, and we had their friend as Dirk. Um, Sorry, a text message. Um, okay. Um, so, and then after MetroCon, we went and hung out with a couple of my other friends because we were doing auditions for a project, um, which didn't pan out too well. But anyways, it was still a fun day because we ended up doing a small photo shoot with Dave and John. We also went to Countryside Mall and cosplay as Dave and John. Which I had like some person coming up to me screaming Dave, which kind of freaked me out. And then we went to Disney with one of my friends. And this was before they went and stayed with their grandmother before they left Florida. Um, but we went to Disney, which was a lot of fun. We met up with some of my other friends to at Disney, and we stayed. We got there from like we were there at like 8:20 in the morning, so we saw the whole opening show when Disney opened and all that, which was pretty cool. Um, and then we were there all the way up until the park closed, which putting that much money in, that was really good because the tickets at the time cost me for 3 people, um, like $190, which is fine because I had the money to pay for it. Because I was working and I had saved up money, and I used some of my school money too. Most of my school money though went towards my car, which I did have a car. I had a 1998 Ford Taurus. It was like this nice, pretty green color too, and it was named Yoshi. But I didn't have my license yet. But I had my car. And then everything was going okay all the way up until we started doing this ask blog on Tumblr, and this person wanted me to bring in their friend who was a bro cosplayer and dirt cosplayer, and then things happened because the friend liked me and I didn't know it, and then things kind of happened, and I really didn't want it to happen, but I did. It's fine. Because I had something like that happen to me in the past, but it's fine. It's good. Um, Everything was going good all the way up until about October. Um, I was in I was on cast for ShadowCon of that year, where I was in the Beady Beady, and I was completely, for a while, I could not get a hold of this person, and I didn't know what was going on. Like, after the thing happened, I had told them, and to them it seemed like I didn't care, but to me, I was in shock, and it's fine. But I yeah. So I went to ShadowCon, and then after ShadowCon for a while, I didn't. I was talking to somebody else, We started dating. They were in uh, the Homestuck fandom, and I'm just gonna refer to them as K. Um, so I started dating this person named K, and everything was okay until they started like getting upset at me because I couldn't. At the time, I was having some issues with my car, which at this point by Shadowcon, like 2 months in practices, I was driving, um, because I had my license, like to Shadowcon practices. Um, which so I was dating this person K, and I was working a lot. Like I was working close to like 40 hours a week. Um, and I was going to school at the time, which yeah. So I was dating this person K, and everything started off good. I would visit them on Saturday for a while because I still had like my Saturdays and Sundays off. So I would drive up to Tampa um, until I started having some issues with my car where uh, my axles were needed to be realigned, and my turn signal. If I hit my turn signal a certain way, it would shut off my headlights. And most of the time, in a well-lit area, I wouldn't be able to tell that my headlights were off. So I got pulled over like twice for that. Um, which the first time was on my permit, and I got a ticket for driving on my permit, which it freaked me out. The second time was when I I was heading home from work and I didn't realize it, and a cop pulled me over and I explained it to him. Um, and he was really nice because I was respectful to him, and I told him I was getting it fixed. I was just waiting for my money to come in. I was going to take it to my mechanic. Um, anyways, this is another another thing. Um, I'm going to stop it here and do another video because this is almost like 20 minutes long.